Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a Aries reading. Okay, so it is around the time of, or it's the time of Halloween. We're not in October yet, but it is September, the end of September. So that's great. Okay, so let's get into it here. We have the sun here. A Leo could be significant here, and we have the Five of Cups here. You need to know that a Leo is really sad. They're disappointed, Aries. Now, Aries, this is probably you, okay? You could be very, very disappointed, very sad, okay? There are people, maybe there was something about like how three other people or how two other people got there before you and they drunk everything. They smoked all the weed, they drunk all the liquor, okay? They arrive at the place before you. Like, it was just one of those things where it's like you should have got there first. And doesn't that mean that you're being bullied today or being bullied, or you're not as cool with us? Like, there's definitely something going on with that, Aries. And I see with the sun here, Spirit is saying everything's going to be okay. If you have a sun here too as well, your sun sees this here and they're like, everything's going to be okay. You have me. There's something like that going on here. We also have the Four of Pentacles here. So I do feel like something about like how God sees everything. Spirit wants you to know that God sees everything. There is somebody that was watching this energy, okay, with you. We have the Four of Cups here. So Aries, even if you're not going through something like that, I see Spirit is saying everything's going to be okay as far as like some form of disappointment or something that you're dissatisfied with here. I just kind of feel like you're not really feeling it, you know? So with the Four of Cups here, you're discontent, okay? You're bored, you're not satisfied, okay? You're just like, nah, whatever. But Spirit is also trying to tell you, like, okay, ain't no water in these cups here, but if you turn around and you lighten your mood, you'll see that there's an Ace of Cups here, okay? You can see that there's water coming out of this cup. Okay, we have the King of Wands here. This is you, and we have the Prince of Pentacles here. So Aries, you may be wanting to work on a project or some paperwork, some documents here, but you're not sure. This could be also a person as well. Maybe you have a daughter and you see that your daughter's like looking at something. They want to invest in that. But that's what this Ace of Cups energy is talking about. Okay, they're saying like, yeah, go for it. Okay, over energy, you have the Four of Wands here. This could be also somebody new that you like as well. Okay, but you were feeling defensive towards it because you were trying to get these other people or other situation up on, like, you were trying to get the other situation of these other people to be your friends or to show up as being friendly, whatever it is here. You were trying to be that a groupie, okay? And now I'm seeing you're wanting to work on maybe like privacy, wanting to spend more time with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe you actually want to build a home, build a family. Maybe you want to have children. Okay, I feel like you're coming off like very traditional, okay? Like you're thinking about just having a quiet lifestyle. Okay, we have the Two of Wands energy. So this is definitely like a big decision for you because you're going from more of like a groupie energy to more of like a family-oriented energy. Even if you don't want any kids, it's still in the frequency, the vibration of family. Having your own children, having your own place. Okay, it's slower. Two of Cups is here. Yeah, there's definitely more of a focus on like having more intimacy in your life. Okay, wanting to slow down, wanting to be in that Four of Wands energy, maybe wanting to meet somebody. You may also be like, okay, listen, I don't have any money because I see other people. They be going out chasing their dreams. I'm hearing wildest dreams. A Sagittarius could be significant. I feel like Spirit is saying that you don't want to be a Sagittarius. You don't want to be somebody, I mean, no disrespect or anything like that, but you don't want to be somebody who is acting with their boyfriend, with a man, okay? Something about the video of wildest dreams. I'm sorry. Yeah, Six of Wands energy. Something about the video here. Because something about Yonkers could be significant too as well. But you don't want to be like in the video Wildest Dreams where Taylor Swift was acting with this guy. She was really feeling him. Like the things that she was putting on set here or when she was on film when they said action. She was really feeling those things about him. And she thought that he was feeling those things about her too. And he was feeling her too. But I mean, when they went to the premiere to, you know, to show the movie or whatever, he showed up with a married woman. I mean, well, he was the married one, and he was married to her. And he looked sad because he's like, I know how you felt about me. I was feeling you too a little, you know, but she lost the opportunity. He was already taken. And now woman, she knew. And I feel like Virgos, with the Five of Pentacles here, Spirit is saying you don't want to be like that, okay? Six of Wands is here too as the overall energy. So someone actually probably made you not have any money, okay? This was definitely like bullying. This is definitely like gaslighting, you know, leaving you on the back of the bus, okay? Like some Rosa Parks shit. Okay, we do got the Two of Wands too as well. So they wanted you to be in this Two of Cups energy, but actually this is something that is actually more beneficial for you, and you're gonna definitely show up on top. That's why I said like a Leo could be significant here. You're definitely gonna show up on top because it's like, you know what? These people are gonna march and they're moving away from the Five of Pentacles and they have the Ten of Pentacles, but what you gotta do when you come home, when you come home, who you gotta come home to? Or who would you rather come home to, yourself or somebody else? Okay. And I just feel like Aries, you're just like, I don't know about that. I don't know. You gotta definitely break out of some morals or some values here, or you're open to the morals and values, but you're not really there yet. Okay, you're just like, okay, I kind of understand. It's and this is like kind of convenience for you. It's conveniency right now. Ace of Cups is here. Spirit is like, I really think that you should invest in this Ace of Cups energy. I really think you should. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands here. You're tired. You're skinny. Okay, your hair is turning gray. Invest in the Ace of Cups energy so you can replenish yourself. How about that? I feel like Spirit is not trying to tell you, but they're strongly nudging you. Ace of Pentacles is here. Okay, whatever you're looking for is definitely going to be there. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, opportunity, achievement, clout, recognition, all that extra stuff here. You're like, it's really convincing. That's really like, you know, Four of Wands energy. May I add the Four of Wands energy? You're like, no. You saying no, but you got nowhere else to go. You talking about like how you want to, you know, leave your mama's house, your daddy's house, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, an associate, a neighbor, a friend, and you got nowhere to go. But this is your only option. But this is one of those situations where your only option is actually going to be the one to save your life or save your boredom, okay, or give you the love and attention and recognition and clout that you need. And you're just like, and maybe you don't see. I'm definitely getting Aries. You don't see that somebody's working against you. Yeah, Uranus fell on the floor. And this is in the positive attributes. That was my hair. This is in the positive attributes. Okay, we have an unusual example of a different way of looking at an unexpected change. This is in a positive way. So something's working for you, not against you. If it was working against you, this is about stirring up the situation by be open to new ideas about invent a way to. So you would have to make your way. Something's already here. That's unusual. That's unexpected, but okay. This is your energy, Aries. But it fell on the floor, so you're not in Uranus energy. We have Aries popping out here. Okay, so this is your card coming out here. And the positive attributes, energies to meet the challenge of your desires regarding resulting, Rosario could be important here, resulting from the honest and strength of. Okay, and we have in Pluto, Aries in Pluto. Okay, the need for control of, an obsession with, a power struggle. You guys could be also dealing with a Sagittarius, not a Sagittarius, a Scorpio. A Scorpio here. Yeah, you're going through a power struggle. Because something is telling you, or a strong nudge, you have a gut feeling to go a certain way, and you're just like, nah. But something's telling you, you have like a feeling. You may be like, that could be my biological clock. Okay, you're like, that could be my biological clock, but I feel like spirit is not trying to tell you, or spirit is not trying to show you, like, you got a huge entourage that's telling you to go over there. And I do feel like, yeah, although they'll tell you although they'll laugh at you, but it's like, don't shoot the messenger. Don't bite the hands that feed you. You know what I'm saying? One of those situations. This is going to be a lesson for the people that told you to go over there. Okay, they didn't leave no room for you. Okay, we have Neptune. Neptune is that Bacchus energy, that confusion energy, that druggy energy. Okay, we have the idealization of confusion regarding sacrifice. There's definitely something about a Scorpio and a Sagittarius in your energy. Okay, these people could be the one to have, like, you know, fuck with your reputation. Okay, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, and a Capricorn. Okay, is what I'm sensing, but I feel like a Capricorn is not there. At the end of the day, it is Capricorn energy. We have Uranus here now coming out. Notice that all of these cards are blue. Like, you can't see them. You can't, like, you know, it's like you got to fill them out. And I feel like, Aries, you're trying to figure out, like, what's wrong? Like, why are you trying to, you know, tell me to go on the other side? Like, why are you, what's up with you? Like, what's so bad about the situation? You know what I'm saying? And Spirit is trying to tell you, like, okay, since you're in this obsession and power struggle situation, then the situation is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a power struggle situation. There's confusion. You're just off to a lot of people. Okay, you're weird. I'm not gonna hold you, Aries. And you're different. With Uranus here, you're probably ahead of your time. You're just different. Okay, over energy we have Mercury. And if you are dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini here, this is somebody that is not, this person is talking, but they're not being aware. Okay, they're doing a lot of talking. They're doing a lot of analyzing, like they're Virgo. Okay, they're doing a lot of let your mind tell you how to. They're just thinking from their head. They're just thinking from their crown chakra. And that's not what you need right now. You need mind, body, and soul. The awareness of many thoughts about or from many words. Think about what the fuck I'm saying. Instead of you being or speaking like an omen, okay, this is energy is coming to you as an omen. Okay, we have in Sagittarius here, insights to understand the wisdom of resulting from the understanding of. So this is a Sagittarius that took a step back, and this card was in reverse in the deck. Okay, and we have Saturn here. Be realistic about, be concerned about, you must wait before you can. Sagittarius and, well, Sagittarius is in Saturn. This is a push and pull energy. Like, there could be also somebody, a Sagittarius that you were dealing with here, and they don't know why they did something. Because they should have been mature. Like, like the situation was immature, but this person was taking a step back and seeing that the situation was immature. Okay, but the Sagittarius themselves here was very mature. And I feel like that's throwing them all too, because the situation that you're in, you were never in a situation. That's the thing. This is kind of funny. Like, you were never in a situation. So it's kind of like, you know, what Spirit is saying is like, okay, so if you were never in a situation, like, I feel like, you know, this Spirit is telling this Sagittarius, like, you're a bottle of ketchup right now. If I'm trying to tell you, like, you know, Aries was never in a situation, and the situation, you're seeing that the situation was immature, then what does that tell you about Aries? It's unfair. It's unjust. Like that, you put the problem, you pin the problem, and who set up Aries? Like, who did it? Okay, because now Sagittarius is looking around like, okay, I got a letter, but I don't know where the letter came from, huh? So because Aries was there, you just like, I mean, basically, that's what the Sagittarius did. We have a North Node here. And this person was in a North Node because this person needed to basically think before they speak. They needed to be in a Gemini energy. They need to be in this Mercury energy and the positive attributes. They need to be aware of what somebody is talking, how somebody's talking, where they're trying to go, A to B. Then you got Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, Neptune. Okay? Great person, great characteristics here. But when it comes to, like, the situation, the event, it was weird. Power struggle, needing to control situations, sacrificing, idealization, confusion. This could have been something about a Taurus and a Sagittarius and an Aquarius. An unusual example of like somebody was acting off. There also could be a Pisces that was significant too. It was like, that's weird. Like what? Don't you find that a little off? Something is questionable. Something is questionable. I tell you, Aries. Something is questionable. That's weird. That's off. You sure about that? Let me read that again. Let me hear that again. You know what I'm saying? No, you heard that shit correctly, Aries. You seen you Sagittarius and y'all heard that shit correctly. Even though the Sagittarius fucked your ass over, this is the Sagittarius that's like, I didn't quite understand what that motherfucker was saying. But let me revisit that shit. Because now this Sagittarius is getting in trouble because I said on my other channel too, that that Sagittarius is getting caught by allowing you to have your own solar system, or allowing you to have your system, and it was toxic because people assumed that the Sagittarius was, holier than thou, basically. Okay, and now it's coming out that this Sagittarius ain't shit. Now that could be your energy here, or that could be the person I was dealing with here, or this could be the person that did pin the donkey and they pinned the donkey on you, but don't know quite what the event was immature, but they don't know what quite a person was talking about, because a person looked like, there was blending in the energy. So this person was just honestly like the air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy. You know what I'm saying? And then when they pinned the donkey and then you were like, oh, okay, let me just go over here, or whatever the situation, or you're getting a strong nudge, the Sagittarius is like, wait, what? Now you're not there anymore. Now it's coming off like the Sagittarius don't know what the fuck they're talking about or doing, because something is still talking and something is still the same vibration and or frequency, and you're not even there anymore. But there's a lot more evidence. There's a lot more energy, physical energy, showing that they pinned the donkey, and it looks like a Sagittarius just going out, just walling out and doing it to anybody. That they're being a puppet, and they're like, okay, so who's controlling me? I thought I was just being fair and just. I thought that this Aries, was a problem, or whatever the situation was. I don't see this person. I do hear them. I vague. I proofread. I kind of screen read. Sagittarius is just like, I feel like this person has an idea. This Sagittarius is like, I think I know who it is. Mars energy, Scorpio energy. The drive for the confronting of action. You have Mars here. There's a lot of planets. There's something about like planets here that is very significant here. Now we making love on our own rotation. Like planets is basically their own life. You got your own life. Like these could be married people. These could be married people. These are people that got their own stash, in terms of like one owns a business, the other one has a family. But this is like mass production. Okay, like Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, Saturn. Like, and they all have their own book and documentary. Like, this is not Sagittarius. This is not Aries. Oh, Sagittarius acts like this. This is not about the quality traits. This is definitely about somebody's quality and their system. Now we have Mars here. This Sagittarius is like, I think it's a Scorpio. Okay, the drive for the confronting of action. This person's in their positive attributes here. This is somebody that is like, okay, you're revengeful. You want revenge. We have in Libra here. Because if you was in this energy, this Mars energy, this Scorpio energy, or this could be a Scorpio or a Libra. A Scorpio and a Libra could be working together. But at the end of the day, they're supposed to be cooperating. They're supposed to be, making decisions about, resulting from fairness shown by. They were supposed to get involved. This is supposed to be a mediator. Okay, and this person wasn't a mediator. They never got involved. They never talked. And this person was probably up in your motherfucking face talking about like, oh, I really like you. I'm interested in you. Or they wanted to know all your business. They wanted to take care of you and your kids, you and your mother, you and your father, the grandparent. They were supposed to. And this person never got involved. They talked but they never shown. And every time they show, they always show that I'm not the person you should be in a relationship with. I'm not the person you should be talking about. But you come off like you're the mediator though, right? You come off that, you know, you're all about beauty and relationship. You come off like you're all about cooperating and being friends, right? And being fair, right? But this person was coming off like, okay, about my looks, okay, about my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my husband, okay, let me have multiple partners. Let me be cheating. Let me have multiple partners about multidimensional, platonically, financially. And every time there was like a problem or it was gossip, you know who would be there? A Scorpio and a Libra. A Scorpio and a Libra would be there. A Scorpio and a Libra energy would be there. But when the push come to shove, what they focusing on? Their beauty, how they looks, and their other problems, and their other partners. Listen, I'm attached to you. If you're in a situation with a Libra or a Scorpio, okay, but a Libra gonna show themselves. If you're in a situation with a Libra or a Scorpio, watch this person vibe. Do they look like they're concerned about the problem, or they looking like, you know, they thinking about multiple partners in the energy? Think about it. Don't even think about it. Look, pay attention, because that's exactly what a Sagittarius is doing with a Libra. They may say that they don't give a fuck, but the energy is still happening. It's still continuing. Libra energies is all about relationships. So if this is somebody that's in your energy that is trying to build a relationship, or you're trying to keep a relationship together, really pay attention to this person. It don't matter honestly if you're like, oh, well, this person don't like me, this and that and third. So it don't matter, because you're going to the other side anyways. Okay, you're going to the other side anyways. You're going to be focusing more on your family and your friends. I mean, your family, or you're not having eye-to-eye relationships. But you're going to need to figure this out here, because your problems is because of a Libra and a Scorpio. Here, Scorpios rule transformation, and Libras rules relationships. So they leveled up here, and sometimes they won't show you, and sometimes they will. So which way did they swing? That's why this is about fairness with Libra. That's why it's about fairness, cooperation. So you cooperate when it's a bad day, but you don't want to cooperate when it's a good day. You want to talk and be up in somebody's face here, but then when shit hits the fan and you talking about how you like that person, you all about fairness, you don't want to step in. That's crazy. You fake. And they're like, I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because they're revengeful towards this Scorpio. I mean, they're towards this Sagittarius energy. They're revengeful towards you, Aries. You don't give a fuck. And also, all the motherfuckers that they fucked, or who was in a relationship, platonic, romantic, I feel uncomfortable saying that shit. And they probably feel uncomfortable me saying that shit too. They fucked them and I got some money. That's what the fuck they did. And they mad. Because now you coming up in the energy, Aries, with them, and some shit is honestly honest and true. And you know what they doing? I'm going after revenge. I'm going to get my, you know why? Because you came up in a situation as like, I want the power. I want to be in. You probably remind them of the motherfuckers that was fucking, then I guess I'm money. I'm telling you. Platonic, romantic, financial. You strong, you powerful, Aries. And that's why they pinned the donkey, or this Libra, this Scorpionic energy, said, I'm going to work through this Sagittarius because this bitch is dumb anyways. How the fuck? Like, you see how I be swinging and talking about I'm some damn Libra, I'm being fair. Get the fuck out of here. Get out my face. And they told this person to pin the shit on you. I don't give a fuck. They was killing two birds with one stone. I'm telling you. And this Sagittarius, you see how they aiming over here? They're like, I'm going to aim right over here. They're like, I don't give a fuck. Because I got my licks and you really look stupid anyways, pinning the donkey on the Aries, you dumbass. I'm not going to feel no type of way. Why do you think I'm not going to feel no type of way when I was like, fuck him, then I get some money? But you going to pop up in the scene, or Aries going to pop up in the scene when the motherfuckers was like, fuck him, then I get some money. Why do you think I would be nice to you? Why do you think I would fuck with this Aries? Why do you think I would fuck with Sagittarius? Why do you think I fuck with both of y'all? That's how Libras be sometimes. They got PTSD sometimes. That's how they be. They like, oh, I got thick skin. Ain't nobody doing that shit but you. And you shouldn't be talking to so many fucking people. You should be cooperating with them instead of worrying about your damn looks and multiple partners and relationships. What the fuck you thinking about? What are you doing? Aries, now you're getting back to the basics. Now you know what you know. Spirit is saying get back to the basics. We have older man, and this came out with teardrops here. So there's an older man that's going through great personal sorrows, okay, about you. And I'm getting like this person went through some shit with a Scorpio too, with bear. Danger, especially in money matters. Your Scorpio could have hooked this person up with a job or some financial situation or whatever it is here, and they got betrayed by the Scorpio. And you know who was there too? A Libra. A Scorpio learned from a Libra, and a Libra learned from a Scorpio. That's it. But this is Scorpio's home. So a Libra's coming in, and they're doing what they're doing here. So cute. We have Peacock here. Beware of great pride. It's serious. Excuse me. Spirit is saying, Aries, don't get worked up. Don't get worked up. Don't get choked up. Just move on by. Because honestly, you was not the problem. There was no problem with you. Ooh, say don't spray it. There was no problem with you. You was never a problem. Like, yeah, you will talk, but you was just trying to be a groupie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you was just trying to be a groupie. You got all these damn cards coming out. And on top of that, you know, you was trying to be a groupie. People got there first. And you just like, come on now. That's not fair. That's not right. Sagittarius is like, bitch. Talking about some fair, whatever the shit is. We have an exciting event here. This is, you getting your licks back. Okay? We have Gemini energy. You guys could be dealing with a Gemini here, a two-faced friend. And we have fan here. Now this person wants to be a fan. They like you. Okay, we have romance, celebrating, party here. That two-faced friend is also a Scorpio, Libra, and a Gemini. And y'all probably in a relationship with this person. Y'all probably friends, roommates, neighbors, associates, whatever it is here. But I feel like y'all pretty close. And y'all finding out something... Y'all finding some shit out about somebody that y'all was really close to, or somebody's a fan. They're a fan now. They're a fan now because you getting your money up possibly, but mostly about your relationship here. Yup, Aries. Yeah, there's definitely something about a Leo here. Yup. Overall energy for this deck, for this card I'm about to call out, we have four-leaf clover. Good, great, and good fortune. I'm seeing you good. We have cobwebs here, protection from negative forces beyond your control. That's the signs I called out. You also have crown, Leo energy. Honor and respect will come to you. And we have seahorse, family matters. And we have shark, take care or there will be loss in your material wealth. Focus on your money and focus on your family. If you don't want no kids or you don't want to be serious, then that's the direction you're going to go through. That's the direction Spirit is trying to push you towards. You don't want to listen, you don't want to listen. That's on, that's on you, Aries. But you're going to get a message that, yeah, a Sagittarius pinned a donkey and somebody went through some type of revenge, or you made an enemy out of this person rolled this way. That's what happened. That's what's going on. And it may be too late for y'all to cross over, but I don't think so. Because Spirit is like, this is a big opening over here. Okay? You complaining about your friend, your family, your friends. Okay? If you are a celebrity and you have fans, you complaining about these motherfuckers, and you need to not. Because that's not their business. That's not your business. That's crazy. Y'all just like, oh, wow. You wasn't even a fucking problem. It was a Sagittarius. Somebody was really aiming to aim at, and you, Sagittarius aiming right back at them. The Sagittarius is aiming right back at them. And if they're not doing shit and they're like, oh, I'm going to just let this person pop their shit, they not understanding what's going on. But the right Sagittarius, they aiming their shit right back at them. They aiming their shit right back at them. That's what they doing. Because they like, oh, really? This Sagittarius look dumb. But this isn't after they look dumb. They look stupid. They look dumb, they look stupid because you don't even know you got a warning, but it's like, who gave you the warning? You don't even know where the mail came from, and you still acting on the mail. You still acting on the warning, and what is your source? They have no source, and they just want to go aim and pin the donkey on you, Aries. Like, what? And then the person that was talking, that wasn't even the person. This person made sure they stay well hidden. That's crazy. That's too many fucking planets that's coming out, and not enough, zodiacs. No characteristics, but you just got planets. So who did it? And but all these energies is all about power struggles and realizing. So, but they aimed at you. That's dumb. And now, Aries, you come into the situation as like, okay, well, I'm focusing on family now. I'm focusing on my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad now. Like, and motherfuckers get scared when you focus on your family, when you want to stay close to your family. Not all the time, but it be there. It be giving life. That's crazy, Aries. And now you just need to be like, well, I'm going to go be focusing on my family. And then the Sagittarius really going to aim because they're like, yo, I look stupid as a fuck. I look stupid as a motherfucker. And that other one in the corner, this Scorpio, this Libra energy, ha 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 ha. Feel bad for you, but good for your ass. Now you know, fuck them, then I get some money type shit. And if that person, if Sagittarius did it to that person, they like, oh, so this is how you be aiming. This is how you be doing shit. It's crazy. Not even your problem. And you over here just focus on your family. That's crazy. That's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look at Gemini. Now they working with you, not against you. They're your fan. I told you. Y'all like, well, that's all I care about. No, this person gonna do it again. They gonna do it again, Aries. That's the point why Spirit is saying focus on your family and family matters rather than, somebody being a fan and march to your drum. Come on now. Like, Aries, don't fuck up again. So that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Look at the description box below. See what I talk about. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.